Wasn't that fun? Hello, welcome back for another video. I just kind of figured I would come on here and talk about all my favorite festivals because I love festivals and I'm sure a lot of people watching, the 12 people watching like festivals. A lot of people like festivals, okay? There's music, there's people, it's fun, everyone likes them, there's drugs there. I'm just kidding. I've been to enough to figure out like what is a good festival to go to and what is like not so good festival to go to, or just something that I wouldn't personally spend my money on. However, I will say I enjoy every single festival that I go to. They're always fun no matter what. So you're gonna have a good time. But if you're trying to determine like between one festival or another festival, hopefully this will give you like a little bit better of an idea, so you can make that choice for yourself. I don't know. Okay, anyways, so I'm gonna start with like my least favorite and then work my way up to my most favorite. The first one I'm gonna start with is Kaboom. I was working an actual event, so you know, like keep that in mind. But Kaboom, in my personal opinion, I would not go to. I would not buy a ticket for, at least. The year that I went, the lineup wasn't super great. It was just kind of, it was a lot of old music, like a lot of 2000s music. I think the Black Eyed Peas were headlining, so that should just give you an idea of who was there. My like favorite person there was Mumford & Sons, and then there wasn't really a whole lot of other people there. There was a lot of older people there. There was a lot of families there. So if you're looking for that type of festival to go to, then yeah, go to Kaboom. You'll have a blast. But if you're not looking for that and you're looking for something a little bit crazier, I would not suggest going to Kaboom. Another thing that was wrong with it was that it's at the Del Mar racetracks, which if you've ever been there before, it's not the ideal place for an actual festival, in my personal opinion. It was blazing hot. There was a lot of dirt that you had to walk through. It smelled like horse shit. It was mostly on concrete, so it was really fucking hot. Cannot stress that enough. It was really fucking hot, and I wouldn't spend money on it, but I went for a work trip, so it was like free. It's fine if you're like looking for something that's a little bit more laid back. Yeah, I would say that. Next one I'm gonna talk about is Day and Night. Day and Night is like a rap festival, rap hip hop. So, okay, I'm just gonna say like the lineup was poppin'. It was a really good lineup, but girl, it was fucking hot outside. It was hot as a motherfucker. This actual festival was at Angel Stadium, which again is all concrete, so it's hella fucking hot. There's a shit ton of people. There was no like misters or anything keeping people cool. I don't even think there was like water stations, to be honest. No, there wasn't. Oh my God. Yeah, there was no water stations there. I don't know if it's still like this. I went in 2017. So yeah, the year that I went, there was no water stations. Everyone was going inside. You had to buy water, which honestly, if you have to buy water at a festival, oh, it sucks fucking ass. It sucks ass. Everyone is in line for it. Like, sometimes like people don't bring cash, so you can't buy the fucking water. It's just a mess. Water should be free at festivals, in my personal opinion. It just, especially if it's that fucking hot. Oh my God, it was like 100 something degrees. Like, oh, it was ridiculous. Rap festivals in general, like they bring a younger crowd. Younger people, they like to mosh a lot, especially at rap festivals. It's like very aggressive if you're not into like getting pushed and shoved and stuff. I know a lot of people like actually enjoy the mosh pits. So like if you enjoy being pushed and shoved, like go for it. That's your place. But like me personally, I like it sometimes, but like most of the time I don't. Like, if that's your thing, then go for it. Have a good time. Don't be moshing nonstop. Okay. Coachella. The reason why it's so low on this list is because actually what you didn't know about Coachella is that it kind of fucking sucks. Okay, I have like a love-hate relationship with Coachella. The reason I don't like it is because it honestly, for the price that you pay, is not worth it. It's not worth it at all. It is so fucking expensive, and it is a shit festival for the price it is, okay? For general admission, I think the prices this year are like $500, which is ridiculous for a fucking festival. You can go to a festival that is so much better than that for like $300, for $300, $200. Like, oh God, ooh, Coachella, I hate it so much. But I'm probably still gonna go. Good things. It's Coachella. It's like literally probably one of the biggest festivals in the entire world. Everyone, I will say, every performer goes fucking balls to the wall for Coachella. Like, their performances are usually very, very good. They want to obviously do a good job for Coachella. You won't get FOMO if you go, which is pretty cool. No one likes having FOMO. No one wants to see everyone's photos of people at Coachella having a good time. So you won't have FOMO if you go. What else is good about Coachella? The lineup's usually like good. I wouldn't say like Coachella always has like a fucking poppin' ass lineup, because for the price it should be better. It should be a better lineup. But like, and for the fucking name, like Coachella just should have like, it should have a fucking ace lineup every single year. But it, you know, like there's always people on it that I'm like, for instance, this year Carly Rae Jepsen is on the fucking lineup. Okay, honestly, like Carly Rae Jepsen, like in 2009 was poppin', like cool. I would have loved to see Carly Rae Jepsen. This, like, who the fuck listens to her anymore? No one. Like, why is she on the lineup? Why is she like fucking there anyways? Like, put someone else in. Like, no one wants to see Carly Rae Jepsen. Give me a fucking break. And now I'm gonna go into the cons. Okay, first of all, it's so hot. It's so hot. It is in Palm Springs, which is the fucking desert in California. Dude, Palm Springs is so hot. Coachella takes place in April usually, and April's already like, April summer. Like, you're already in summer. It's not spring, it's summertime. The actual venue is decent. It's like kind of grassy, not really. It's mostly dirt, so if you go, you're gonna get dirty. Dude, oh, I would come home and like literally my skin would be just covered. You can feel it on you. Another thing is just, it's way overpriced. Literally the only reason why it's so fucking heavily priced isn't because of the quality of the festival. It's literally just because it's Coachella, just because it's a big name. So it's not worth the price if you go. The people there, like the crowd, not the best. And if you've ever been to LA, it's just taking everyone in LA and putting them in a festival. People suck, like it's not fun. Yeah, I don't really like Coachella that much. Am I still gonna go? Yeah, I'm still gonna go. But like, I'm probably not gonna be like my most like happiest. I mean, I'll probably still be happy, but like, you know what I mean. It's just like, it's a love-hate relationship. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Escape. Now, everything after Coachella, honestly, like, I don't really have anything like bad to say about them, really. I love like all these festivals, to be honest. Escape is really fun. It's a fucking Halloween themed festival. It's like the biggest Halloween themed festival in the entire United States. So I fucking love Halloween. I know a lot of people love Halloween. It's just a good time. It's pretty inexpensive. The actual venue that they set up there is insane. Like, they put crazy shit in the venue. Like, there's speakeasies. One of my friends told me that one year she went, there was a speakeasy, and you would go inside the speakeasy, which is like hidden in the festival. It's just like a random thing. Like, you don't even know where the speakeasy is. So you go into it, and then she said one year they had like Cascade performing in the speakeasy, and like literally everyone in there, like it was just a small group of people that were listening to Cascade's performance like in the speakeasy. The only con about Escape is the actual venue location, not the venue itself. NOS, if you are familiar with NOS, it's the National Orange Show in San Bernardino. NOS itself is a fucking cool venue. Like, it's a dope venue. It's just the location. It's just the location. It's in San Bernardino. San Bernardino is like, it's like one of the most dangerous cities in California. So that should just kind of give you an idea of what it's like. Escape itself is really fun. So, I mean, it's dope. So the next one that I have down here is Hard Summer. Hard Summer! Hard Summer is really fun. The lineup is usually pretty poppin'. It's just really hot. Like, it's just really, really hot. A lot of these festivals are, and like, that's the main thing, is that they're really hot. But some festivals do a better job at handling the heat than other festivals. Hard Summer actually does a decent job at handling the heat because people have died before, so they kind of have to do a good job at handling the heat. Yeah, they have like misters, they have people squirting water guns out into the actual stages and stuff. When you actually get inside the festival, it's not too bad. It's kind of hard to get into the actual festival. There's a lot of walking involved, and most of the time it's like from very far distances, so you're walking pretty far. It's gonna get hot. Like, there's obviously no misters and people squirting you with water guns outside the festival. So every single time I've gone, I've like had to walk at least a few miles. Other than that, Hard Summer is really fun, honestly. I usually have a blast. The venue itself, it's okay. You know, Fontana, if you don't know what Fontana is, it's a dump, it's a shithole in California. There's festivals that I've been to where they're in cities like San Francisco or Las Vegas or San Diego. And you know, those different cities, they have a lot of shit to do around them. So if you're staying in that actual city and like, say you want to go get breakfast or something, like you want to do something earlier in the day before you go to the festival, there's a lot of stuff to do. Or if you want to get there like a day early and do shit, like there's shit to do. However, if you're going to like Hard Summer, Beyond, most Insomniac events, they're all in the IE, which is a very shitty part of California that there's not a whole lot going on in. It's always poppin' lineup, so honestly, if there's people on there that you want to go see, like go for it. They have day passes available, it's pretty affordable. Yeah, anyways. Moving on, what do I have next? Let's see. Outside Lands, so much fun. I fucking loved Outside Lands. I thought it was so much fun. The only thing I will say about it is that it is a very, very expensive festival. Pretty much as expensive as Coachella. It's in San Francisco. San Francisco's fucking insanely expensive, so if you're going to plan a trip to Outside Lands, it's like literally like you're gonna be spending a couple $100. It is very expensive, but it's worth it. It's worth it in my personal opinion. I really loved Outside Lands. The venue is crazy. The venue is insane. Like, it's insane. It's beautiful. You're surrounded by a lot of trees, a lot of nature. And when we were there, the fog was like very, very thick. So it kind of covered the like sound system and you weren't able to really hear the music very well. The lineup was really good. They had a lot of stuff to do like in the actual venue too, which I really appreciate when festivals have like a lot of stuff going on inside the actual venue, just in case there's like people that you like, there's a gap that you have, there's stuff to do. Some festivals, like, they don't really offer that sometimes. San Francisco, if you've ever been there, it's fucking a beautiful city. I love San Francisco. It's like my favorite place. So yeah, I really liked Outside Lands. It's like one of my favorite festivals that I've been to. They also offer like volunteer options for Outside Lands. So if you can't afford to go to the actual festival, you can volunteer there, and after the festival is done, you go and you pick up trash, and that's like your admission to the festival, which honestly is very lit. I love that they do that. It's amazing. It's such a great thing, and you get to pick up trash, okay? And you get to make sure that the park stays beautiful. So I really like that they offer that. Oh, EDC, okay. EDC is insane. EDC is like next level shit. I would not suggest going to EDC for your first festival, first rave or whatever. It's intense. It's very, very intense festival. It's extremely well organized, which is something that I really, really appreciate at festivals. You can tell, if you've been to a few different festivals, like you can start to tell after a while which ones are organized and which ones aren't, and it literally means the difference between a well-organized festival and not well-organized festival is everything. When you have a very well organized festival, the stages are put in like places where it makes sense, where the crowd control is really good. It just feels safer. Like you just feel like you're in a safer environment. EDC is like the most well-organized festival I've ever been to. Like the way that they just planned everything out was like insane. Actual venue is insane. It's crazy. Like inside they have rides that you can go on. It's basically like Disneyland. EDC is beyond like one of the best festivals out there. It's like, I think it's the biggest in the entire world. So that should just tell you kind of like, give you an idea of like how good it is. Downsides, if you're gonna go camp, I cannot like literally camp. Oh my God. But you do have to be wary with this because I've heard in the past they haven't had this problem because I think they used to have it like more in summer, so they didn't really have this issue. So this year they had really, really bad winds. And when I say this year, I mean last year, sorry. They had terrible winds. Oh my God, it was awful. I actually got evacuated. I was part of a very small group that got evacuated because they thought the winds were so bad. They were freaking insane. Really high speed. I know like the campsite was like thrashed for the people that were actually staying inside the venue. Which I was like thankful that I didn't stay in camp for that reason, but I've actually never camped at a festival, fun fact. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be like camping while it's fucking windy and it was cold as fuck. Like it was freezing. It takes place at nighttime, so like you're not dealing with like heat or anything. For in the past, like it's been really nice weather because obviously like it's in Las Vegas and it's gonna be cooling down, so you're probably dealing with like 80-degree weather. No, we were dealing with like 60-degree weather and then like really high speed winds, so it was like not fun. But I mean it was still fun, but like it was really cold. The shuttle situation, it was so bad. So basically, if you're gonna be staying like in the actual city, it's at this like speedway that's probably like 30 minutes. It takes hours to get to the venue. If you were going from the strip to EDC, it takes so long depending on what time you leave. If you leave at the right time, like if you can hit it right, then you'll get there like in a good amount of time. If you don't, then it's gonna take you a very, very long time again. The first night it took us like, no joke, not joking, like 3 hours to get inside the venue, from going from the strip to getting into the venue. And another thing is, it's okay, so EDC takes place like throughout the night. It's like throughout the night. It starts at like 7 and then it goes to like 4 o'clock in the morning. All I'm gonna say about that is like, get whatever you need to stay awake that long. The next day you freaking feel like shit. Like, you have to make sure like you were taking care of yourself. We took vitamins and stuff to like make us feel a little bit better, but it was just like, it's an intense festival. That's all I'm saying. Like that's why I say like you shouldn't go for the first time. Like if it's your first time going to something, don't go to EDC because it's crazy. Unless you're trying to go like really big for your first one, then go for it. But like it's intense. This is my favorite festival of all time. And it is, Life is Beautiful. Life is Beautiful is such a good festival. It's like so great. No one really goes to Life is Beautiful. I feel like it's not that big of a festival. Like I think it's getting a little bit bigger, but Life is Beautiful is so much fun. It's in Vegas again, but it's like actually in Vegas. Like it's on Fremont Street. So the actual venue, the setup of everything is insane. Like it's so well done. The organization is amazing. It's just a really cool festival. The lineup is always really good. Like it's basically like Coachella's lineup. They always have really good performances there. This is a problem with like everything, is that it's just hot. Like it's just hot. But if you like wear the right clothing and stuff and like you plan for that, then you'll be fine. But Life is Beautiful is like it's like the best festival ever. It's very well done. It's very well organized. It's worth the money. It's not super expensive for tickets. I think the tickets are only like $350, which is a pretty good price for an actual festival. It's pretty inexpensive for a festival, and it's like really worth the money, and you get a really cool experience. They don't have camping for it though. But like for me, I've never camped at a festival, so I don't even know what that experience is kind of like. I really do want to camp at a festival. I'm just like not a camping person, so like I have to find the perfect festival to camp at. Anyways, yeah, that was my list of festivals. And no one asked for this. I just think it's kind of fun. I like talking about festivals. They're like my favorite thing to do. Every millennial's favorite thing to do. That's my list. And if you're going to a festival anytime soon, take this into account. Bye. I hope you have a good day.